Well, this is week 5, and this is exercise 2. And looking at this drawing that we have that's in your file folder, this is a prime example for doing a sectional view. And I think what we're going to do as soon as I finish drawing this, we're going to go into our IDW and I'll show you how to lay this out and how to create a sectional view. Okay? So we'll slide this puppy over to the side here and minimize this a little bit. Come on, there we go. So I can see it and you can't. And we're going to go into projects and we're going to go to new and we're going to go to vault and week 5 exercise 2 and we're going to go finish, okay, and apply and done. Go up to my new. I'm going to pick the standard part. This is a millimeter part. It was brought up to me that nowhere on my drawings does it say whether it's millimeters or inches, and that is absolutely a valid point, and in the future I will try and do that. Okay? And then we're going to bump right into that. And I'm looking at this and how I'm going to lay this. So I got some major pieces here. So one of the things is how do you look at a piece? How do you know what to do? This block is sort of calling out to me, so I'm going to do this profile first. I think that's the first thing that I want to do. I want to build that profile and extrude it. So that's what we'll be doing here. Okay. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to try and do this all in one sketch. Let's see if Doug can do this. So I'm going to pick my center here. Come on over, and I'm going to come over a total of looks like, is that 55? I believe it's 55. Okay. And then I watch this little trick here, if we can do it. I'm going to get in really close, right to the end of that line, and I'm going to pick and I'm going to hold down my cursor. Okay. And I'm going to let myself pull out here. And I was actually a little too close there, but I'm going to bring this back here. Like that. Okay. And then I'm going to dimension this. And I'm going to give that a radius. And that radius is 22. Okay. And then this distance here, from here to here, is 38. Okay. Oop, and it's not going to let me do that. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do then is I'm going to trim this line here, right there. I'm going to put in another line, and so I'm going to go down my back side here, and go down here, and this is a distance of 38, and then I'm going to come over here, and that distance is I'm going to have to go over and read it. Just a minute, excuse me. 19. 19. 19. Okay. Oh! That didn't work. Okay, great. And then I'm going to come up, and that distance is 16. And I'm going to come, I believe, out here, and I'm just going to go out past it. Make sure I'm perpendicular. Okay. Escape. 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 Then I'm going to do an extend, bringing that right down to there, and that should be right there. Great. Then we'll go to trim, and there's our profile. That was a hard way to do it. Okay. Right click, done, right click, finish sketch, extrude, and my extrusion is 68. 68, okay. there we go. And I'm going to bring this around front here and stand this up on edge and look at this corner. Now right here, I'm going to set this like that and bring it around here. Right click and set my view as home, fit to view. Okay, so no matter how far away I get, it's always going to zoom in. And you'll notice when I add things to it, they'll zoom in and it'll be all within the frame. Okay? So that's the main portion of this here. I'm going to come around to the back here, and we're just going to do right click, new sketch, pick this face. Now this is, I can do this. Yep, this is just fine. Okay, and I'm going to do a rectangle. Okay, and my rectangle is going to be 24 is the width. Okay, tab, and my height is, and I lost it because I had to go over and play with it, so I'll just 24, and I'll come over and dimension this, and it's 95. Okay, 95, there we go. I'm going to dimension this so that I know that it's centered, and so I'm going to go look at this right here. That's 27, and I'm just going to go up to my dimensioning little ruler and come over here. Okay, that's 17. So it's 17 and 27 is 44. Okay, so I want to make this 22. There we go. So that should be centered. Let's double check that. We'll do dimension off this side here. And it is. It's 22. Now it's going to tell me right there that it'll over-constrain, and I'm going to accept. Now it's really not over-constrained. Anytime you have these little parentheses about it, it means that I can actually still change this. I can change this to 30, and it'll move. This geometry over here, this dimension, is not a parametric dimension. It's just an informational dimension. So there we go. So it lets you kind of move things back and around if you want to. Okay, done. And finish sketch. And I'm going to extrude this, and it's going to come back a total of 12. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to come around the front here, and I'm going to go up to my friend chamfer. Okay, I'm going to pick the second one down, distance and angle. Okay. And oh, you know what I need is I need the third one down, which is distance and distance. Okay, so my first distance, okay, is going to be, I think it's going to be 12. We'll try it out here. And my second distance is going to be 6. Okay, and we're going to pick my edge. And hey, I did it right. How awesome was that? Okay. So distance and distance is what I did there. So let's undo that, and I'll do that again. So chamfer, okay. I picked the third one down, which is 2 distances. I typed in my first distance, which is 12, which is the thickness of the object this way, and a second distance, which is my distance down that I want to come, which was 6. And then you pick the edge icon and come over and pick the edge that you want to drop it down. And there she is. And go apply. Okay, and let's look at that from the side, and that looks just perfect. Okay, and home. Now we got one last thing to do, and that's down on the bottom here. Okay, and this is why I think this would be a great candidate for a sectional view, because this is hard to see. I'm going to come right around the bottom here. I'm going to go up here to my view, go to my styles, and I'm going to pick with edge. Okay, so at least I can see where things are, and this is the edge that I want to work on. So go back to model, right click, new sketch, pick this face right here. Okay, come in here, I'm going to draw a circle, find the midpoint, draw a circle, and that's a radius of 16, which would be 32 diameter. Okay, and then I'm going to do one other one. Now I can't do these together. I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts. Okay, I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts. So we're going to come like that, right click, finish sketch, extrude, pick my object, make it go the other way, and go, I'm going to go pick 2, and I'm going to pick this face, and go OK. Oops, what did I do? It cut. Didn't want to do that. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're going to pick extrude, change the direction, and look what happens. It becomes a cut. I can only cut. It's not going to allow me to. So I'm going to cancel this, and then I'm going to do it. I have to go back into Sketch. So edit Sketch, and I'm going to do a trim. I'm going to trim this back side off. There we go. Right click, done. Right click, finish sketch, extrude. Now I'm going to pick that, go the other way, distance 2, pick this face here, go OK. Right click, new sketch, pick that right there, go up and grab a circle, pick that as my center point. My diameter on that is 12, so it'll be 24. Oh, no, excuse me, it is 12 because it's showing me a diameter. Okay. Just for fun, I'm going to come down on the bottom and just visually verify that that is centered on that. Okay. Come through here, and how deep is that hole? That hole only is the depth of this point right here. Okay, so I'm going to go right click, finish sketch, extrude, pick the hole, go to my cut plane, go to my distance, go to 2, and pick that face again, and that's how far it went down. And if we peek around in there, you'll see that that's as far as it went. Okay, so that is our project here. I'm going to go to home. I believe that's everything that I need to do on this project. Okay, and I'm going to right click and done, and then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go to open. In my case, I want to go get my what do I want to get? I want to get my IDW. Okay, my IDW. So I'm going to have to go find my IDW, and it is in my vault. It should be right down here. And it looks like and because I'm at home, I can go to my new, and I have my IDW already in here because I'm on my home computer. At school, I would have to go to my vault and find it. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to pick my IDW. Okay. And I'm going to bring in my base view. Okay, I'm going to scale this up to 2, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to scale that. Oh, and notice what I didn't do. I didn't save my part. So I'll go down here and save my part. Go File, Save, and I'm going to call this Week 1 Part. There you go. Save. Okay, and new. Oh, it's already open. My bad. My drawing's right there. Okay, base. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to now you were asking about what do I do if it goes the wrong way. I just move around until I find the view that I want. Then I click right there, and I'm going to go create. Okay, and then I just grab the box that it's in and move it. There we go. And looking at this, I think I'm going to have to change the scale. So the first part I brought in was this one. Right click, edit views. I can then change my scale to a 1:1. Okay, and go OK. Those two have changed. This one will not. So I have to do that separately. Edit view and go to 1:1. And I might as well change it to shaded while I'm here. Okay, great. So there's my project, and I want a couple extra views here. Okay, so the first thing I want is I want to do a cross section of this. So I'm going to project a view here. I'm going to project this view right there. Okay, and create. Okay, and I'm going to slide that right over here. slide those over there. And I'm going to make a sectional view of this. So I'm going to go up here to section. Okay. And section is one of those things you have to not rush, because it's going to ask you a couple things. Okay. So first thing you do is go to section, come over here and identify the drawing box that you want to make a section of. Okay. So I pick it. Notice I get a little cursor. I'm going to come down to the midpoint, but then I'm going to pull away, and it's really important that you pull away. Otherwise, your arrows, your sectional arrows, will be right on the edge of your piece, and they look really silly. Okay, so bring this up here, pick, go on pass down, pick, okay, right click, continue. Now I get my sectional view. Now look what happens with my sectional view. It changes whichever way I drag it. That's the way it's going to be. So I'm going to put it on this side, and there she is. And I'm going to drag this over to here and bring my sectional view here. Okay. And at least we get a much better indication of what this is going to look like as an object. Okay. Now the other thing I'm starting to harp about a little bit is the fact that, you know, these are presentations that we're making for our clients, and we really want them to look nice. So look at how you arrange things. Don't just don't just like bunch them all up and, you know, try to get everything in one little place here like that. And this thing is way over here, you know, in Kamchatka, and just, you know, space this stuff out. Make it look a nice presentation, so that when your client looks at it, they go, oh, okay, I see what that is. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, so it's really, really important that you do that. So I would even bring this in a little bit, since I have plenty of room over here to do that. Great. Okay, so let's do a little quick dimensioning. Go to annotation up here. You've all kind of figured out some of the basic things of the dimensioning. So I'm going to just follow through, and we're going to come over here corner to corner, pull out, okay, corner to corner, and pull out, okay. And it looks to me like I either grabbed the wrong, I grabbed the wrong template. I am in an inches template, so I apologize for that, but I can still show you the basic dimensioning issues that you're gonna have with this. Okay. Okay. Come over here and get close to your, and wait for you. It's actually great to zoom in, and you'll see a little icon. See the icon come up that shows you that it's a radius, and just give it a second to find it, and it'll do that for you. Okay. Come up here, get close. Notice the little icon comes up, radius. Okay. I'm going to put this one up here. Okay. And now this is something you could actually, if you wanted to do your diameter, this hole down here, but I think it would probably make more sense up here. Almost should have a bottom view of this, and which we can easily do by just going here and going to projected views, picking this box and bringing this down. I think it might actually look better with a bottom view on this. Okay. And so we can move all three of these up just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to take the dimension away from this one here. I'm going to go back to my annotation, pick here, and I'm going to grab this and do my dimension down here, and then grab this and do my dimension here. Okay. We need a dimension for the depth on this. So I'm going to, now if you go in, don't go towards the corners, don't grab for the middle, but if you grab right in between the mid and the end point, you can get the whole dimension. Now, there it is, and it's on the wrong side. So I'm going to hit escape a couple times, and then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab that and pull it over. And I just pulled it over is all I did. Okay, there you go. And then probably should confirm, and I would confirm this with a mid. I'd go up here. Here's our midpoint right up here, center line bisector. Pick that side, and look at the line that it drew for you. I'm just going to escape a couple times, come in and grab that and pull that out past my object so that it's a clear indication that that is the center line on this object. Okay, and I think I'm going to do the same thing down here, bisector. Pick that line there and that line there. Oop. Now it didn't do it. I need to, and that's because I picked it in the wrong place. I need to pick it like down here. There you go. And pull and pull. Okay. Then I think I'll also go up here to center mark and put a center mark on that circle and a center mark on that circle. Okay. You can also come in here, make a bisector line here. Point, point. There you go. This is a little bit close, so I'm going to pull that down. There we go. Is there any other information that we need? So we have the circle there. I think we need some depth information here. Okay, so this would probably be the right view to do that in here. So from here to here, it'd be 63. Okay, and from here to here is 0.75. We have that up above, so we don't need that. Okay. So actually, I'm going to move those because I think they look better down here. So we're going to go from here to here, 0.75. Now, the first place you grab, we'll put the dimension out here on the right-hand side. Whatever side you grab first, that's the side the dimension automatically goes to. Okay? And so we have, now we need this up here. Dimension, and I'm going to give it, pull that out, 0.24. And we already have the height, so I could either delete this here and do it up here, which I think I did in my first drawing. Okay. Now notice I want to put the dimension on the other side, so I'm going to grab that corner first and then this corner and pull up. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is looking okay. We have that radius. Okay. If you wanted to, you could come up here and put a radial on this right here, and it shows that the center point is right there. Okay. And let's move this in, and let's put a radius on this edge instead, 0.87. I'm going to throw that one away. Okay. We know that that is 94 by 47. We know that that is, but we don't have this distance, so we need that distance. So I'm going to go overall right there. And we need an overall height. Okay, and I can just this would be a great place to do the overall height right there. Okay. Okay. This gave us this geometry here, and we know that this is centered because we have a center line going through it. So all that looks good. So that's essentially what I wanted to show to you. So thanks so much for watching.